Welcome back to Space Cadets Away Missions. We've got First Officer Annie Fletcher here in the orange and Dr. Garcia in the green. And we're going to have Dr. Garcia go first this turn. You can always set the turn order that you like at the beginning of each turn. First thing we have to do, of course, is scan a location. We're going to have to scan this one because it's 1-2. It's the closest tile from the Doctor. So let's begin by doing that. Alright, it's scanning tile time, and I put the beads on here because these are low gravity spaces, which means if you move into them, you can move an extra location of low gravity space, and we get a vent, just a straight up vent in that section of the alien base with low gravity. And the discovery token we have is, what is this? We get the grav wave generator. Alright, let's take a quick look at the grav wave generator. If I can find it. There it is. It is the gravitational wave generator. Move one figure or item within 3 tiles and in line of sight 1 to 3 tiles closer. Okay, that's what that does. If we go ahead and pick it up. Yeah, but now we have to look at the aliens. We get a leader, a saucerman, and a thrall. Oh man, the leaders are just piling up. Leader, saucerman, war thrall. All not good. So we had a leader, a saucerman, and a war thrall. Now it is time for the Doctor to have his 3 actions, one of them which will be non-combat. Oh boy, this is getting really dangerous. We've got a lot of aliens piling up. For his non-combat action, he's going to use his Sawbones ability. And he can use that once per game turn. And it's a talent of his, and it's basically heal 1 hit point on self or Rocketeer in the same space. So he will heal himself for 1, because he was down to 2 health, now he's up to 3. So now he has 2 regular actions, and he can spend an oxygen to do another action. And what he's going to do is he's going to use his oxygen tank right now. These don't cost any actions to use the item, so he just gets to add 2 oxygen cubes to his supply. So he will do that, bringing him up to 6 oxygen. And then you can trade for free as well. You can trade oxygen as a free action. He will take 1 of the oxygens and give it to First Officer Annie Fletcher. So now they both have 5 oxygen. Okay, so that helped him out, I think, a little bit. So now I have to think about what he wants to do with his remaining 2 actions. So I'm going to think about that and come right back. Alright, what he's going to do with his first regular action is he's going to open this hatch. The reason he's going to do that is because now he's going to take the next action. This is so dangerous to move. And he's going to move into the Thrall control room, and he'll pick up the force field belt, because it's just a free action to do that. And the force field belt, he actually has to investigate it to activate it. So he'd have to make an IQ check, and that's an action to do that. He's not going to do it, but he will pick it up. He can't use it yet, but he will pick it up, and that will be something he can investigate and possibly use at a later time. Now he has no actions remaining, but he will spend 1 oxygen to use the air knife on the leader. And of course the air knife rolling 3 dice. He's trying to collect an alien blood sample. And he's also trying to take the leader out, because these guys are bad news. So let's go to the dice tray. He's going to roll 3 dice and see if the air knife can take out the leader and get a blood sample. Alright, Doctor rolling 3 dice with the air knife. Come on, do something. Oh, he gets 1 hit, which is all he needs. With the 1 hit, he actually kills the leader with the air knife and gets a blood sample. We have 3 of the 6 blood samples we need. And we also got rid of a leader. And I should mention, you cannot turn off the Thrall control while there are active aliens in that space. Alright, up next is going to be Annie Fletcher. Things are getting very, very dangerous. So she is here. So 1, 2, 3. Any one of these 3 tiles can be scanned. Let's go ahead and scan the bottom one here. So what do we have? We have just a regular-ish looking room. It's all quite open here. Of course, low gravity. And what's the discovery token in there? It's the ionoscope. Ionoscope. Alright, let me see if I can find that. Ionoscope. There's all kinds of cool things you can find. And here is the ionoscope. And what is that? It's got 2 charges on it, +1 success for any IQ dice roll. Spend charge before rolling. Oh wow, so this just gives you automatic +1 success on IQ checks. Excellent stuff. Okay, and yeah, I don't want to look at this, but we will. We get the brain in a jar! No! And 2 saucermen. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't think we're doing too well. So 2 saucermen, and we get the lovely and exciting brain in a jar. Okay, brain in a jar, eh? Oh boy. Alright, now I have to do some thinking, because Annie's got a non-combat action, 2 regular actions, and a bunch of oxygen saved up, so I'll have to think about what she wants to do and come right back. Okay, the first thing Annie Fletcher is going to do, she's going to use a non-combat action to try and subdue the war thrall. Now you can't rescue them, but you can subdue them. She's using her IQ to do that. She has an IQ of 4, so she's going to roll 4 dice, looking for just 1 success. And she gets 1 success, and that's all she needed. So basically, she subdues the war thrall, and we get rid of it. Now she has, she's got 2 more regular actions and some oxygen. She is going to shoot at this guy with her atomic rifle, using 5 dice to hit. Or does she want to do that? Oh man, this is so tough, these decisions. Yeah, she's going to go ahead and do that. She's going to shoot at this guy, 5 dice with her atomic rifle. And that's going to be a regular action. Alright, 5 dice. Come on, let's get a bunch of overkills. Okay, this is not bad. She gets 1 hit, which is going to kill this guy. And now she has 1 overkill. So she could use her move out ability, which means move 1 space. Does she want to move a space? Or the overkill on the rifle is dislodge, move 1 alien in line of sight 1 tile. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any, so she could use that ability. I think she's going to use the move out ability for herself. She's going to move out into the Thrall control room. Why not do that? And then she will use an action point to turn off the Thrall control, which means all Thralls now are no longer war Thralls. They turn into regular Thralls, which is nice because then they can be rescued. We can start rescuing them now. The unfortunate bit of news is she has no actions remaining. So she could spend an oxygen to shoot the bug, I suppose. Does she want to do that? Does she want to spend an oxygen to shoot at a bug? I think... Oh man, this is so brutal, and we've got 2 leaders kicking around again, just sitting there wanting to shoot at us. And so... I don't think she's going to spend an oxygen. She's just going to save it. I mean, she could move... Well, or she could spend an oxygen to do a heal. I think she's going to do that. She will spend 1 of her 5 oxygen to do a heal action. And a heal action is rolling your IQ to try and heal 1 hit point. So she will do that. She's got 4 dice for her IQ. And she just needs 1 success to heal a hit point. So she gets 1 success. Wow, very lucky. So she takes the heal action, and now she's back to full health. 4 hit points, which she's probably going to need because she's going to get attacked by everybody because she went second in turn order. Alright, I'm going to adjust the camera. We're going to get to the alien turn. Alright, it's alien turn time, and we have a brain in a jar, which activates first. Now, luckily for us, it has a range of 2. It won't move, and it has no attack dice. So it just inflicts mind control on any Rocketeers within range. No dice roll, and you ignore line of sight. Now, luckily, the brain in the jar is 1, 2, 3 away from our Rocketeer, so it basically does nothing. It just sits there doing its brain in a jar thing. Can't be moved, but War Thralls can move it. And it can be removed by a subdue brain in the jar action when it's reduced to 1 hit point. So you got to do a damage to it to actually get it to go away. Alright, now it's leader's time. These guys are bad news. So they're going to try, they can move 2 and they're going to roll 4 dice. And they're going to be attacking Annie. This guy's just going to stay here. He can shoot through the door. This one's going to move here. He's going to drag this saucerman with him. And he will then be shooting as well at Annie. So both of them going to be shooting at Annie. Oh man, let's get the dice tray and have those 2 leader attack rolls. 4 dice apiece. Ouch. This may end up being a short playthrough. These guys are brutal. Alright, leaders. Oh man. First roll is 1 hit. So Annie's going to take 1 damage. Alright, no overkill, and the second leader is going to attack her. Come on, miss, and does 1 more damage. Annie down to 2 health. Okay, so good thing she healed herself. That's the leaders going. Up next, I think, is the saucermen. Yeah, up next are the lovely saucermen, and they get to move 1, and they have 2 attack dice, rolling 1 attack range of 1. Alright, so they can move and attack in the same turn, and if they're moved by a leader, they can't move again. Well, these 2 are just going to sit here shooting at Annie because they don't need to go anywhere. They're already where they need to be. These 2 saucermen, though, are going to move here, but they are 1, 2 away, so they're not going to shoot. They just move because their range is 1, so that's at least something. Alright, so these 2 saucermen are going to be shooting at Annie. They roll 2 dice apiece. Let's get to the dice tray and hope they both miss. Because if they both hit, Annie's dead and we lose the scenario. So the first one misses. Come on, the second one, come on, miss, miss. Oh boy, we're so lucky. The second one misses. So the 2 saucermen don't do any damage. Oh my goodness, that was very good for us. Alright, back to the board. Up next is regular Thralls, because we turned off the Thrall control room. So they just move 1. They have 1 attack down. Now they can't move and attack, so they can't move through closed hatches. So what's going to happen here is we have closed hatches everywhere to where our 2 Rocketeers are. So I don't think they move at all. This guy's just going to bounce up against the closed hatch, not going anywhere. This one, I don't know if he's going to move in here. I think he'll move, yeah, he'll move 1 closer, but he can't get through a closed hatch. That's basically the Thralls taking their turn, and up last is the lovely Bug. It just moves 1, and there's only 1 of them. It's just going to move right in here with our Rocketeers, just hounding them. Alright, that is pretty much end of the turn, so now we're into the cleanup phase. All stunned aliens recover. Well, as you can see, we don't have any stunned aliens. And then we remove all hatch open, hatch locked, and stagger markers from the board. So we only had 1 hatch open marker. Alright, I'm going to zoom down a little bit, and we're going to wrap up our episode for today. Oh boy, well, we managed to turn off the Thrall control, so that's good, but we got 2 leaders, 4 saucermen, a couple more Thralls, and a Bug kicking around. We really need blood samples from a Sentinel, a Space Leech, and the Brain in a Jar, which is just over here menacing us. But he's 3 away. So, oh man, I don't know. We're going to have to do some exciting things in the next following episodes if we're going to win this scenario. We have Annie Fletcher down to 2 health, Doctor down to 3. They're both sitting at 4 oxygen apiece. And yes, you die when you run out of oxygen as well, so we gotta be careful of that. Maybe we can find some oxygen canisters kicking around from the Thralls. I don't know. Oh, and I also forgot, when you subdue a Thrall, which we did, you get a wire. And that may be important later on, because if you find any discoveries that need wires as part of the build to build them, we need to have a wire. So I'm just taking that wire as well. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Space Cadets Away Missions. We're playing the 3rd mission, which is the Orbital platform, and it's pretty nasty. We've had some bad bad turns. So let's hope we're going to get some better turns. Take out some of these aliens, like just wipe them off the map. We can totally kill leaders and saucermen now because we have their blood samples. We just need to just get rid of them. And we got to get that brain in a jar if we can. Space leeches, sentinels, get some blood samples, get out of here. But we got to stay alive. That's going to be tricky. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, your subscriptions, likes. Really appreciate it. Join me next time for the continuation Space Cadets Away Missions. Mission 3, Orbital Platform.